Hey guys, and welcome back to a new renovation vlog. It's very echoey in here because there's no furniture. So yeah, it's the start of a new renovation vlog. I didn't vlog too much over the last week because we were waiting for the plasterer to start before much more could be done. It's now Wednesday and it's been quite a busy few days, so I'm just going to show you where we are up to now and what's been going on. So first of all, I'll take you upstairs because this is what we've been working on most and what you guys have already seen. So, where did I leave off? Okay, so one thing that I know has definitely changed since the last vlog is this window has been changed. So as you can see, you can now see straight through it. So our hallway, this is going to be like our whole hallway landing area. Now it has a beautiful bright window with clear glass in it. And then I haven't actually seen in here yet. I know it just looks crazy to be so excited about this, but it's all been plastered today. Look, have you ever seen someone so happy to see plaster? I love it, it looks amazing. Okay, so I think we still need to have these two walls plastered because I think they have to run some pipes for the shower fixings and stuff, so that's still to be done. But as you can see, we now have the bathroom window in here now, so the windows have been swapped over, which was great because they're exactly the same size, so it meant that we didn't have to buy new windows. So yeah, this is very different from where we left it. We've got the holes in the ceiling for the lights, which I think you saw before, and these, I'm really excited about these. These are going to be our built-in toothbrush chargers, so we can just sit our toothbrushes on them and they're charged. Again, it's the little things, isn't it, in life that make you just so happy. So it might not look like it. I mean, it looks super dark in here now because we basically have dark brown walls, but it's changed so much and so much progress has been made. And I just think once the plaster's on the walls, you really feel like you're getting somewhere. So other rooms, we've got this one which is still pretty much looking the same, and so is this one through here. But Archie's room has been plastered, and I think this was done yesterday. So let me try and make it a bit brighter for you. There we go. So as you can see, we're on a much lighter colour of plaster in here because it's had an extra day to dry. And again, it just makes me so happy to see this, and it's been drying really quick as well because of this heat. Oh wow, I feel so smooth. So we've still got this room to be plastered, this room to be plastered, Elliot's, and then we're going down the stairs too, guys. So this is actually quite a big job here to plaster that. So yeah, we've got a little while left of the plastering, but the best news is that now this room is nearly done, we're going to be able to get on and get all of this bathroom finished. So that's going to be the first job. The floorboards are going to be laid next, and then the tiles on top, and then the panelling is going to go on and it'll be painted, the bathroom will be fitted, and we'll be there. So yeah, we're really so excited about that. So the next thing I want to show you was not in our original plans, but it's happening and I'm actually really excited about it. So come into the kitchen. Oh, okay, we have no kitchen. So today the kitchen was ripped out because, oh my god, this is actually the first time I'm seeing it. I'm just looking at it through the camera. It actually looks so big when it doesn't have units in. So the initial idea was to leave this room pretty much untouched until we knock through this wall and do a sort of like a bigger kitchen, dining, living room space, which is the plan eventually. We can't do that right now. So we didn't want to spend too much money in here, but our fridge is going on this wall, and we couldn't fit our fridge in here because it's a big American fridge freezer, so we were having to change this wall, and then the tiles came off there. So my dad said, do you want the tiles off these walls as well? And then he pulled a few cupboard doors and they were basically falling off. And before you know it, we decided to put in a new, pretty cheap, but new kitchen. So I know some people will think we're crazy and it's a bit of a waste, but we don't actually know how long we're gonna wait until we get it's not an extension, it's just a knock through done. So we just want to have somewhere that's livable, somewhere that's nice, and it really wasn't too expensive in terms of kitchens. Ricky used to actually work for a kitchen company, so it helped us out a lot. So yeah, we're getting a new kitchen. It's not the dream kitchen, but it's going to be nice. So I've got something else to update you on straight away. So that's all going to be done, and then there's still lots to be done before we move in. Oh, that was bright. So obviously there's going to be, as I said, the plastering is going to be done all the way down the stairs and then into the hallway, and then that means that the floors can be done. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same floor here and into this room to make it look like a more one space, and it'll flow better. So we'll have the same sort of floor throughout here. So yeah, as of Friday this week, we have 5 weeks left, and we're gonna cut it pretty close, I think. But it doesn't matter, even if we're not 100% done when we move in, it's still gonna be livable and like in a much better condition than it currently is.
So I'm not sure what Kate showed you, and I'm not actually sure where we are on the update. So I'm just gonna have a quick whiz around, show you guys what we've done, and if you've seen it, I'm sure Kate will edit it out. If it's new, then great. So basically all the window sills are in. Most of the rooms up here have been plastered now. The skirting is actually in this room. We're in Archer's room at the moment. So that's ready for an undercoat, and then we can paint in here. Then hopefully Archer's room will nearly be done. This light is being changed. We have actually chosen one online, which is waiting for it to come in. The shower base is in. Everything for the fittings. And that's looking really, really good. I can't wait for that to be finished. We've got a light going in up here. I'm not sure if Kate showed you that before. We've got that, that's ready to go. And also the radiator, which is going there, which I really, really love. This is Elliot's room, again, nearly plastered. Couple more walls to do, and then that'll be ready for an undercoat, and then we can paint that room. So in our little ensuite, our toothbrush holders have been fitted, which is great. We've got new lights in and a new fan. So they're in. We need to obviously repaint the ceiling, and I'm pretty sure we are replacing the tiles in there as well. Then again, our room's not being plastered because it's fine. We're just going to repaint, and hopefully that's going to be done next week if we've got the time. It's literally just finding the time to do everything. I think that's the main problem we have with everything that you have to carry on in your day-to-day life. You have to find time for all this. So I don't know if Kate explained in the previous video, but what we wanted to do, oh, it's a bit of a bad angle. What we wanted to do was knock one of the walls down by the stairs to have an open staircase, which would have been this one here. But after getting the structural engineer out, we think it's going to be too much work before we have to move in. So we're going to wait and probably do this next year or in about 18 months. But for now, we've ripped the carpet up off the stairs and going to replace it and match it with the carpet that's going to go upstairs in the landing. Kitchen, again, I'm not sure if Kate has filmed any of this yet, but we wasn't going to do it originally, but now, because we're not doing the stairs, we decided to get the kitchen done instead. As you can see, everything has been taken out and ripped out. Now, originally, they had a freestanding oven here, right next to the window and the sink. Now, we didn't want that for obvious reasons. So now, my friend James, who is a gas fitter, has put a new pipe in so we can have our oven, hob and hood all central to that wall with worktop space either side. And as you can see, one of the kitchen cupboard units is already made because we just wanted to see how easy they go together. This is the 925 corner cupboard, and we can't wait for it all to be fitted really, so we can see what it's going to look like. We've had a lot of deliveries this week. We've had our door frames, exterior door frames arrived. Obviously all of the kitchen, that's all loft stuff in the corner there that needs to go up into the loft. There's the kitchen doors. We've gone for a ceramic sink, skirting architrave come, and also this worktop. I can't wait to see this worktop.
So it's been a few days since I last updated you, and quite a lot's happened. I'm still at our current house, our mortgage advisor just popped over to just say congratulations and everything. He's actually a friend of ours. We went to school with his fiance, so we kind of know him because all of our friends used him and just recommended him. Literally everyone we know recommended him, and he did not disappoint. He was an amazing mortgage advisor. Honestly, wouldn't have been able to do it without him, but he just dropped off this, which I thought was so lovely. Look! So it's a an English pear and freesia Jo Malone candle, and the room spray, which is just so kind of them. They really didn't have to do that, but I'm so excited for our house to smell like this. It's just beautiful. So thank you so much, Mark and Leanne. You really didn't have to do that. But I did want to just mention Mark as well anyway, because I've had quite a few questions about just mortgage advice, how we got our mortgage. Did we go to a bank or an estate agent? How did we find a mortgage advisor? So I will leave Mark's details in the description box below for you, because even if you don't live near us, he works sort of remotely through emails and the telephone, like he can call you and all of that stuff, and I would 100% recommend him. Like I said, all of our friends pretty much used Mark to get their mortgage. So if you're thinking about it now and you want to take the first steps and kind of look into if it's an option for you to get a mortgage, then definitely recommend him. So yeah, his details will be in the description box. So I'm here now and I've just walked in. I can't remember what it was like the last time I vlogged, but I just feel like so much has changed today. It's really weird because it looks worse than before because there's plaster on the walls as opposed to the wallpaper. But anyway, I guess that looks better. I don't know, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the changes. So the hallway area has now been plastered. The electric box has been taken off the wall because we're going to try and cover that up in a different way instead of having that metal box that was on the front because it was quite ugly. The ceiling's been boarded, but it looks like it still needs to be plastered. The pads everywhere here plastered, and it looks like on the stairs it's drying quite well. So our hallway area, wow, look, it really looks kind of like a room now, or a hallway area at least. So this is all the space that we've got, and it's really nice to be able to have that, and we can make it into a more functional, usable space. So the bathroom is getting there. We did have a slight problem. It looks like it's fixed now. So the plaster that we had put on the ceilings didn't stick and it all fell down. So that's put things behind slightly. I think we'd be further on with the bathroom by now if that hadn't happened, but it's having its base coat. There's things plumbed into the walls for the shower, and we're pretty much there now, apart from the base coat that still needs to be put on some of the walls. Elliot's room, wow, it looks bright on the camera. Elliot's room pretty much has its base coat on. There's just areas where we're still waiting for plaster to dry. So you can kind of see that it looks much brighter again. And then yeah, that's pretty much what it's like in all of the rooms. So we've got Archie's room, again, had its base coat. So everywhere bar the floor is starting to look more like a room again. New skirting boards. And then yeah, this room's all been plastered and repainted as well. It probably looks the same because before it was white. But I promise you, this has since been completely replastered and had a base coat. So it probably is really boring to you guys. Oh, there you go. I'm not lying. A little bit that's not been done because it's still drying out. The only thing we have done is have a new sink on our ensuite tap. Whoa. Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to touch that. Oh. It didn't do that the other day. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to touch it. Might have to mention that to someone. And then we have the kitchen. Excuse the lighting, it's getting a little bit darker now. So we've had this all plastered because it was really in bad condition. It's not going to be really covered up by shelving, like cupboards. So that's been replastered and it's just drying out, nearly done. And then over here, the cabinets are starting to be fitted. Still a long way to go in terms of tiles. We were playing about with the idea of doing some herringbone tiles, but I think we've given up on that idea now and we're going to do something different. And then, this looks so cool. Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen it all in. So it takes some imagination, but it's so exciting for me. It's all fully fitted. This is going to be where our fridge is in the centre, because we have an American fridge freezer, so it takes up quite a lot of room. So we had to completely change what we were doing in here. But it meant that we could do larder cupboards either side, so these are going to have doors on, and then I think Ricky said that's called a top box at the top. I'm learning all the lingo. So I just feel like we're going to have so much storage now. Look how many cupboards there are. I'm so excited. And a sneak peek at the colour of our units. You probably can't even tell. Maybe you can there. So they're going to be dove grey. You can see the grey next to the white. So yeah, I can't wait to see all the doors and everything on those. I was also meant to show you the tiles. So let me see if I can, oops, break the box. Okay, so you guys were amazing over on my Kate Murnane home Instagram. I had so many comments helping me choose the tiles. So we went with these ones. They're Laura Ashley. They're called Mr. Jones Dove Grey tiles, and I'm really pleased with those. They're going to look amazing. So that's for the floor tiles, and then we're having paneling, but in the shower we're having tiles. So we're trying to decide whether we're going to go for this one, which is a sort of a darker, sort of a grey cream, a lot more tiled, or this one, which I loved initially because I thought, oh, it's really subtle. And it's bright white, but as you go down the tile there's literally nothing. There's no veining at all. So I don't know if it's just this tile or they're all going to be like that, because obviously we've only got samples. And I just didn't want it to look like we had dirty white tiles. So I'm still on the hunt for the perfect marble tile. Oh, just does the sound of tiles make anyone else like cringe? Because it's, oh. And finally, I got this just to see. Rick wasn't very sure at first, because we're thinking of tiling the porch and the hallway. And this is amazing. I love it so much. But I don't know. I don't know whether to do wood flooring, definitely not carpets. We're not having any carpet downstairs, but these are just beautiful. They're like an antique look tile. So that's a big possibility for the downstairs hallway and porch. Everywhere just looks a bit crazy at the moment. There's parts of bathrooms and kitchens everywhere. And plans are slightly changing from my initial vlogs, because you'll have seen that we're doing a lot more work downstairs than we planned, because we thought we were going to do sort of the knock through, but we want to see what it's like to live here just for a little while, to kind of see how we want to use all this space, because we might want a separate kitchen. The only reason I really want a big open plan kitchen is to have an island. That's literally the only reason. And that's not the only reason. The reason is more to do with the fact that it'd be nice to just all be together whilst we're cooking and in the evenings. But I think that'll be nicer as the boys are older, to spend time with them, because we spend every second with them now as it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're just kind of doing as much as we can before we move in. And we decided to obviously do the big jobs, the kitchen and the bathroom, and they've been a lot bigger than we thought they were going to be. Because there's always things, as someone that's not a professional, that you don't even consider or think of. You just think, oh, just put a new bathroom suite in, it can't be that hard. It is hard. But I'll touch on that in more detail, maybe like a Q&A, like I said. So if you do have any questions about buying a house, renovating a house, and everything in between, then please leave the comments below and I will answer some of them in an upcoming video. So yeah, every time I come here and show you it, I know it looks like a building site still, and you're probably thinking, what's been done? But when you're here, you can see so much has been done every single day, and the guys, and especially my dad, are working so hard. we're nearly on the home straight, guys. We're nearly on the fun sort of decorating, painting, carpets, tiles bit. We're so close. So yeah, hopefully by this time next week, things will be looking a lot different again, but I'll update you through the week. I won't make it as long and rambly as this section, hopefully.